What's up, guys? Kirsty Snyder with Daniel Kump here. We are on March 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern for Teachable Tuesday. Tonight, we're going to be talking about things that are super important to your success as far as having a specific lane, a style, and identity within the content that you produce and why you're producing it to maximize your results to get daily sales. So if you're on the replay and you're hearing me talk right now, please put replay in the comments below. Just below this video, underneath the description. Inside the description as well will be the Google document reference tonight. So if you need access to that, just click the link below this video inside the description. Thank you for popping on. Thank you for catching the replay. We appreciate you being here. And now we're going to let everyone in and then rock it out.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, yeah, just pop the host back over to me and we will rock and roll. All right, there we go. I can see everybody popping in. So good stuff right there. Good. We'll admit all, let everybody in. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, everybody. What's up? Thank you guys for waiting. I know we got started a couple minutes late tonight, so appreciate y'all just kind of waiting. And I will say, since we got down here and officially moved down here to the South, y'all, that's like a real thing, man. It's like a real thing. even have a doormat right out front that says, "Hey, y'all." But what's going on, guys? Good to have you guys here, fired up and excited. I think that tonight's training, hopefully for some of you guys, especially those of you guys that are new, I think tonight's training is really going to help you guys out. So I'm excited for that. I'm also excited because this is my first official Teachable Tuesday here in my new home, man. Officially down here, rocking and rolling in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So fired up and excited for that. I got my bookshelf background thing over here. I got my guitar. I can finally have my guitar out and leave that out and about there, which is super exciting. So happy to be with you guys. I see Bill's here. Kirsty is obviously here, and a lot of you guys are just tuning in. So let's just dive full force right on into it here, man. Let's get this party started and get rocking and rolling. So first and foremost tonight, we're going to talk, excuse me, we're going to talk about identifying your style. And some of you guys that have been around for a little while, that have been creating content for a little while, have been doing short form videos, you guys might already have a style, but you can use this as a refresher. You can kind of use this to kind of take whatever nuggets you can get out of tonight and certainly do that. And this is hopefully going to be really, really, really helpful for the new folks that are just getting started. So with that being said, guys, let's just do a quick poll, a quick survey. If you guys have gotten started in the last 30 days, do me a favor and drop the number 30. So today's the 21st of March. So if you started anywhere around February 21st or after, do me a favor and comment the number 30 down below. I just want to see how many new people we have here. Mike, Ross, Curtis, what's up? Let me see. Rochelle, hopefully I said that right. Britley, I said that right. Darren, Thaddeus, Julie, Don, Herbert, Monica. I may have missed a person or two. Pearly, what's up? Guys, welcome. Super excited to have you guys here. Make sure, especially anyone that's commenting, 30 guys, make sure you guys are welcoming these new members here. These could be some of your new members. It could be on your team. So make sure you guys are welcoming these folks in. Vic, what's up? Roxana, how are you? Good to have you guys here. Thank you guys for being here. William, Jared. So as you guys can see, obviously, a lot of new members joining. We have new members joining literally every single day. And many of you guys made it here to Teachable Tuesday, which is the place to be, my friends. So super exciting for that, or excited for that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. And don't worry, everything that I share with you guys tonight, I'm going to give you guys access to at the end of tonight's webinar. No, I cannot make you co-host. I wish I could here, but for some reason, it does not allow me to do that.
No worries if not. Just wanted to be able to be on alert for muting people if
that. Yeah, I know. I get it.
So, no worries.
I think we'll have to set that up ahead of time. Remind me next week to go look at that and see if we can actually do that.
No worries.
Okay. So Chad, also new. Welcome, Chad. Good to have you here. All right. So guys, I'm going to share my screen. And remember, of course, you guys are going to get access to this document at the end. And it's going to look a little blank right now because we're going to be kind of going through this and walking you guys through this as we go. Okay. So man, a lot of people waiting to get into the, still waiting to get in here. Okay, good. People still joining here. People still joining. Let me get this
baby, bring them in.
good old Zoom thing out of here. What's up, Bill?
I said, yeah, baby, bring them in.
Yeah, of course,
Let's go.
Bill, good to see you. Rocking the white tee. What's going on, man? So guys, real quick before we get going, so you guys know Bill is literally less than 100 people away from hitting a really, really major milestone rank in the company. And I can't even remember what the name of the rank is, but it's having 2,500 people on his team. And just that alone, guys, is $1,000 monthly bonus. It's just a month. It's called a monthly lifestyle bonus. And as soon as he hits that, that's $1,000 monthly lifestyle bonus just for having 2,500 people on his team. Super huge accomplishment. And he's literally knocking on the doorstep. So shout out to Bill, who is both not only my sponsor, but one of the leaders on this team and contributes every single day to our team on the back end. You guys have no idea how active Bill is in the background, doing things for you guys and doing things to help the good of not only the company, but the team as well. So Bill, I know you'll hit that rank really, really soon. I look forward to seeing that and super pumped for you there, man. So guys, what we're going to talk about tonight is identifying your style, like I mentioned earlier. So these are really the 4 styles that we're going to get into right here. And as I kind of start talking about some of these, we're going to kind of put some bullet points down there and really just some tips and some things that you want to be thinking about and be aware of. And this really, really, really ties into, especially those of you guys that are new, those of you guys that commented 30, those of you guys that haven't, quite got going with the content yet, or maybe you did, but you're still trying to come out, you're still trying to figure things out, trying to find your place, trying to find your rhythm, that sort of thing. This is really for you. And again, like I mentioned earlier, anyone that's, if you guys have been in for, 3, 4, 5 months, you've put out several pieces of content, take whatever you can out of this, take some good notes, and obviously make sure that you guys are following along as well. So with every piece of content, guys, now let me just kind of pause for a second here and make sure we understand before I dive into this. As you go through the training, when you get to a specific point, this stuff here is going to be happening for you. It's going to be available. So what I mean by that is this is our team training site. It's also the same thing in the app, guys. The app and the team training site are exactly the same. So when we talk about identifying different styles, it's the style of content, the style of character, the style of personality, the style of person you want to be as you're creating that content. Maybe you just want to be yourself. Maybe you want to follow someone that is already getting results and you kind of want to model and mirror and clone what they're already doing. Those are all good things, right? So as you start going through the training here, once you get to the Fast Start Guide, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you actually go and take action. So, you watch this first video here, okay? Helps you get plugged into the Facebook group, helps you get plugged in right here to Teachable Tuesday, which obviously many of you guys did. Awesome. Okay. You can download the Funnel Team app. You go over setting the stage. You think about like how you want to map out your business, setting goals. You also look at setting up when you want to work your business, that type of stuff right there. Okay. Let me just let in a couple more people here. Boom, boom, boom. I got to switch my do that over. One second. All right, there we go. Excuse me. So once you get here, okay, once you get to the Fast Start Guide, this is where you actually go and take action. This is where you go create your first pieces of content, where you start putting your link out there. Okay. And you guys need to know and understand this. In order to build and grow your business, you guys have to do one specific thing. Okay. Who can tell me what it is? In order to build and grow your business, you guys have to do one specific thing. What is it? There you go. Megan, quick to the punch. Share your link. That's it, guys. Share your link. You guys want to get sales? Share your link. You guys want to get to the next rank? Share your link. You guys want to make $1,000 a month? share your link. $10,000 a month, share your link. You have to share your link. That is your job. That is your goal. Okay. So that being said, that all starts right here. And then specifically right here under taking action, this is where you actually go share your link. Okay. So hopefully we're all on the same page. Everybody that's new, everyone that's been around, even, even the folks that have been around for, 6 months to a year, you guys know it doesn't hurt to have a little refresher in here. You guys got to go share your link. That's how you get leads and sales. Okay. Now, once you start the process of going through and creating pieces of content, it's important to know that it's gonna maybe take you a little while to really find your rhythm. And it's okay in the beginning to be a little nervous. It's okay to, try to find your place. It's okay to, figure things out. It's okay to, have some bumps, have some hiccups, have some, adjustment period. But the point here, guys, is to keep going and keep rinsing and repeating every single day. Okay. You don't just go through the fast start guide and say, okay, now what? You keep creating those pieces of content every single day. So there's multiple different ways that you can create content. Okay. So let's look at the first example here. Okay. Text videos. Okay. Someone on our team who's really, really, really amazing at this is Catherine. I don't know if she's on with us tonight, but Catherine is really amazing at text videos. What we could also do is we can also refer to these as, okay. And I'm going to be kind of taking notes here as we're going. All right. Non-speaking videos. Okay. So text videos are like non-speaking videos. And Catherine does a really, really great job at this. She even shared some information in the group, and it was a great post that she did. She got 2 titanium sales and 2 gold sales from one piece of content. And that's another thing I want to get across to you guys. And I want you guys to really understand this. I want you guys to really take this to heart and just know and understand this. Every single one of you here, it doesn't matter if you're brand new or you've been doing this for a year or you've been doing this for 10 years. It doesn't matter. Every single one of you is one piece of content away from changing your business. Okay. So what I want you guys to do right now, everybody that's on live, or if you're watching the replay, comment that right now. One piece away. All right. Everyone comment that right now. One piece away. What does that mean? All it takes is literally one video to go viral, to get traction, to get 5, 10, 15, 20,000 views. Okay. And it will literally change the course of your business, meaning that you'll get sale after sale after sale after sale. Okay. Trust me, it's happened to so many people on our team. Okay. You are just one piece of content away. So don't ever forget that. And if you can, write that down. You guys are typing it in, but write that down right now because it's so true. And that's all it takes. One piece of content could net you, 5, 10, 15, 20 sales. If you get a video to go, north of 50 or 100,000 views, and it's 1,000% possible. So many people here on our team have done it so many times. Okay. Now, that being said, so some of the things to think about with text videos. What does this mean for you? Let's say that, it means that you don't have to use your voice, right? So, no voice required. You do and probably should pick trending music, right? If you're going to do non-speaking videos. So you're going to want to have an idea to kind of maybe fish out and find out like what songs are trending, or there's certain apps that you guys can use for that. So as an example, if you're on TikTok, there's something that you can use called Trend Talk, or another great way and something that we use every single day. This is in our team training site, guys. We use an app called CapCut. Okay. So if you're in CapCut, and I'm going to be putting kind of notes in here as we're going, just kind of talking myself through this and talking to you guys through this and kind of working through this process, because I want you guys to just understand and be able to identify each of these different styles and what might work best for you. But inside of CapCut, there's specifically something called, let me try this again. There's something called trending sounds. Okay. You guys, I think that's what it is. You guys can look in CapCut and it will tell you what songs, what music, whether it be a vlog music, whether it be popular music, whatever it is, what sounds are trending that you guys can be using in your videos, especially if you guys are going to be doing non-speaking videos. That's where those trending sounds really come into play. And that is specifically a section right in CapCut that you guys can reference. Okay. So, and think about that. And also another thing about text videos, these are typically going to be shorter pieces of content, shorter pieces. I would say on average, these are going to be, 5 to 10 seconds in length. Because you really don't, if you think about it, you really don't want a non-speaking video where you're not actually speaking. You don't want that video to be 60 seconds of you just kind of sitting there staring at the camera or, whatever it is that you're showing. These are typically going to be shorter pieces of content. So what I want you to think about is if you're new, or maybe this works better for you, because I have people that message me all the time and they say, hey, if I get started, if I do this, if I sign up, do I have to be on camera? Do I have to speak on camera? Do I have to show my face on camera? That type of thing. Where these texting videos might be more your style. This might be a style that you might identify with more. It might be easier for you to get going. Okay. So guys, that makes sense. Okay. These things that we put in here, no voice required, pick trending music. If you're going to be using CapCut specifically, use the trending sounds there. And also keep in mind that if you're going to do just text on screen, you're going to want to keep those videos short. All right. Also, throughout tonight's training, we're going to be referencing the folders that you guys can reference here. So as an example, if you guys want to be doing non-speaking videos, how do you go find those videos? How do I go get some examples? I'm brand new. What can I use as an example for that type of video? You can come down here, okay, right here where it says styles of video. This is going to take you guys over to our Funnel Team Facebook group, okay? And Kirsty put together a really, really good post here, which, by the way, don't just go right into the folder, okay? Don't just go right in there. Make sure that you guys actually read this post because there's a lot of great information in here. Kirsty, do you want to chime in for a second, just kind of talk about the importance of this post? I know you put a lot of time and effort to putting this together, just making sure before people just go right to the content, they have an understanding of what this is all about.
Yeah, sure. So in the featured announcement section, you guys, you'll see this post here. It's one of the longstanding pieces that we have inside of our Facebook group because it's that important. When I put it together, I guess back in October, so it's been a few months, I put it together knowing that it would be a longstanding piece, which means even though this was created back in October, it is still applicable to what's happening now in March. So however many paragraphs, however many sentences, reading through all of that is going to give you an edge in starting out or in continuing to create content within your style, within your brand, within that identification, so to speak, because then you're bringing in people who want to work with you. All of these tips and tricks, which you guys are smart, you know how to read, you can read through it later. All of these tips and tricks are something that really help, that give you that edge, okay? Set you apart from the person who just goes in and clones because the Fast Start Guide says that. We want you to clone. We know that the Fast Start Guide works. We also want you to have a couple little edge tips, so to speak, for how to actually do it and how to really create it really a lot more easily, if that makes sense. So when you go into the Google Drive for videos to clone, we already have a bunch of different videos within different styles that Daniel's talking about right now, non-speaking, talking ones with, you on the screen, that kind of a thing, because they work. They work really, really well. And it's just a matter of you doing it. So in a nutshell, specifically tonight, sure, this is one of the featured announcements, but if you always pay attention to the featured announcements inside of the Facebook group, any of those pinned announcements there at the top, right underneath, right where it has the cover photo, you'll always be in the know. You'll always be informed for what works and why it works. Make sense?
Yeah. So she's referring to all of these pinned announcements up here.
Yeah.
You guys see right here where it says featured. Okay. So this is exactly what we're talking about. There's really great information up here. And I also want to remind everybody too, a lot of times we have people, that reach out and ask us questions, whether it be in Messenger or, a pending post or something like that. We have a Q&A post right here. And then again, this is a long-standing post. It's always going to be there. This is the place to go if you guys have specific questions about how to do this, how to do that, where can I find information on this, X, Y, Z. Make sure you guys are using that information there. So again, when you guys click through this document, right? So you're clicking here. Let's say, you're like, okay, I want to get more. I want to get some examples of text videos, videos where I don't have to speak, right? So you can click on that link down below. It's going to take you here. And again, we could have just sent you right to the Drive folder, but the reason why we want to send you here to this thread is there's a lot of great information here. So please, just take a minute to, read, digest, absorb the information. Okay. And then here, okay, you can see right here where it says text on screen videos. So if you open up this folder right here, and look, there's Catherine, we got Jason in there. Okay. But here's a great bunch of videos where literally it's just texting on the screen, and you guys can use these as examples. Okay. As you're out there making your videos. Okay. So if you're looking for clonable videos that you guys can go and clone and copy and kind of make the same exact thing, you can always bend it, shape it, tweak it, make it your own. But all of that information is literally right here. Okay. So that's
on that note too, if I may, I get a lot of questions, people saying, oh, well, I can't clone that video because it says I make 5 figures a month. Yes, you for sure can still clone that video.
Yep.
You can edit what it says. You can say an extra $20 a day, an extra $50 a day. Remember, you're painting a picture for someone. You're not claiming it as your own. Mm-hmm. You're not saying, I'm Kirsty and I just started yesterday, but I've made $1 million. Like, no, that's not at all what we're saying. Please use your own voice. Just understand the content to clone, to mimic after, to replicate is there because it works. And we want you guys to be doing what works rather than wondering what to type or what to say on the screen and how do I do this? How do I do that? We want you to have a launching pad from the start that makes it easier for you. But you can edit it with your own voice. Of course you can. Don't feel like it's cookie cutter because it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing too. Like, and so I'll give you another example here of exactly what you're talking about. So when we go to the taking action section here, there's a copy and paste document. So there's several in the sample videos, guys. We use certain words and phrases like, as an example, I'm just using this as an example, learn how to make $100 a day, right? And you might think to yourself, well, I'm not making $100 a day. So, oh my goodness, I can't use this video. You absolutely can use that, but you can also, guys, feel free to adjust the text. It doesn't have to be verbatim. Okay. It does not have to be verbatim. You guys got to realize that it's just a guide. Okay. It's all it is a guide, and you guys have the ability to change things and tweak things and put things into your own words, which I would highly encourage that you do. It's just a guide and a starting block to get you guys up and off the ground. Okay. So talking videos. So just some tips here, obviously on texting. Now some tips on talking video, guys. Obviously talking is going to be a lot more personal, right? So I don't know what's going on with my mouse here. They're much more personal, but also it's going to stretch you, right, out of your comfort zone a little bit, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, guys, because the more you stretch, the more you grow. And you guys got to realize this, okay? Success, if you guys want, so let me ask you guys this, okay? Dead honest. What is your income goal in the next year? Everyone give me a number right now. What is your income goal in the next year with Savings Highway? Be realistic, but be specific. Okay. Everyone drop that in there right now. What's your income goal in the next year? Okay. So $100,000, 100,000 what? 100,000 a month, 100,000 a year. So 50K what? 50K a month, 50K a year. Be specific, as specific as you can. 50K a year, 10,000 a month. Okay. 120 per year. Okay. 200 a year. Okay. 15,000 a month, 50K a year. Okay. 25K a month. Good. So keep those coming. I want you guys to realize this. And this is something that I think you need to understand, that it's great to start with texting videos, but you may want to consider at some point kind of graduating up to speaking, because I want you guys to know and understand this. Success is not found inside of your comfort zone. So that number that you just put down, whether it be 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month, 50,000 a year, 100,000 a year, if you want to achieve that, you're going to have to grow. You're going to have to stretch. You're going to have to push yourself probably outside of your comfort zone if you want to hit that number. I'm pausing because I want that to sink in for a second. Okay. I want you guys to feel that and understand that. If you guys truly want to hit that number that you just put down, you're going to have to push yourself. It's not going to be served to you on a silver platter. And I'm just giving you real talk here. It's not going to be served to you on a silver platter. It's not going to magically show up at your door in a briefcase, gift wrapped in a bow. You're going to have to go get it. Did everybody get that? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, comment makes sense. Okay. You're going to have to go get it. Okay. So with talking videos, yes, it's going to stretch you out of your comfort zone a little bit more. But here's the good news. There is a plethora. There is so much content to clone. Okay. So again, if we jump back into our guide here, right? There's so many different videos here. Okay. Engagement posts. Okay. Here's a whole bunch of talking videos right here. There's so many different videos in here that you guys can clone, like just video after video after video after video after video that you guys can clone. Okay. There's tons and tons and tons and tons of videos in here. Okay. So you don't have to be too overwhelmed with the fact that, oh, if I'm going to speak, if I'm going to stretch myself out of my comfort zone, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. You do. You do know what to do. You do know what to say. You do have the videos that you can go clone. You just have to go do it. Okay. Just got to go do it. All right. Now, so that to me is kind of graduating and pushing yourself forward and getting to that next step in your business. So you can almost look at this, you can almost look at this if you want as like, here's really the first step, kind of step one, just kind of dipping your toes in, getting your feet wet. Here's kind of step two, you kind of working your way up. You're starting to speak a little bit. You're starting to talk a little bit, right? And then you can kind of get down to really step number 3 and talking about income. Now, I really, really, really want to start off by saying you do not have to do income claims to get results. Okay. You don't have to do income claims to get results. And myself, Kirsty, many others, we use income, but you don't have to use income. But also realize too, you can also, and I'm going to kind of speak out of both sides of my mouth here. You can use income without having to show income proof. Everybody understand that? Okay. If you understand that, comment understand. Okay. Just comment one word, understand. You can use income without having to show income proof. Okay. So what do I mean by that? You can say, and the beautiful part about income videos is you can do this on a text video and you can do this on a speaking video. You can do it on both. Okay. Hey, how would you like to make up to $100 per day right from your phone? Yeah, the same phone that you're watching me on right now. If you go to this link right here, it's going to walk you through exactly how you can get started in about 1 hour per day right from the comfort of your couch. I just talked about money. Did I have to show any income proof? Nope, absolutely not. Okay. So you can do that without having to show income proof, right? So oops, hang on. I'm in the wrong box here. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. You don't need to show proof. Okay. Keep that in mind. Now, the other thing that is good about income videos is you can appeal to people's pain points. So I want you to think about that. And this is really good where, again, every single one of these guys, every single style that we're going to talk about here, they all should have this. Whatever style, okay, whether it be text videos, talking videos, income videos, case study, whatever it is, it should still have the formula. The formula should be in every video. The hook, the build up, the value, the call to action. Okay, that should still be there. But the beautiful part about an income video or a talking video is asking questions. Okay, asking questions is super, super, super powerful. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, what would an extra $250 a day do for you and your family? That's a great question to ask. Now, if I ask that question, if that's the first sentence, is that a hook? Did I just hook them in? Did I hook you? Did I hook the viewer? Did I hook the lead in by asking a question like that? Yes or no? You guys tell me in the chat. Yes or no? If I ask that question, hey, what would an extra $250 a day do for you and your family? Do I have your attention? Great, because you know what? Many people that are using this hustle right now in 2023 are making just that. And when you go to the link right here, you're going to see step by step exactly how they're doing it. How's that for an income video? Okay. Simple, right? Simple hook. I ask a question. I get them thinking. I keep it short and to the point. I mean, what was that video? Maybe 6, 7, 8 seconds max. So you can do an income video without showing income proof. Okay. But you're going to speak to people's pain points with income. Trust me. And that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of people gravitate towards the income videos, because it gets people's attention, and you guys have the ability to do that. So guys, the whole point here with tonight's training is I want you guys to know and understand that as you're getting started, again, especially those of you guys that are new, is try to think about what we're talking about in each of these topics here. So, do you want to get started with just text on screen? A little bit of music in the background. You can kind of be pointing to the text as you go, getting a feel for things, okay? Then you can graduate, you can move up, and you get to the next step where you start speaking on camera. Remember, you're still using the formula, okay? Hook, build up, present value, call to action. But when you start talking, you get a little more personal. People can hear your voice. They can start to identify with you as a person. Are you going to be someone that they would want to follow? Are you going to be someone that they would want to join? Okay. Another thing I want you guys to think about too, and this is really, really important. It's a very important tip. Most likely, all of you guys that are here, most likely, you guys watched a video from someone and it got your attention, and then you joined and signed up. Okay. Now I got a question for you. Do you remember what that video was? Do you remember what video got your attention and what made you join? What made you go get more information? What made you go to the link? What made you want to go get more information, right? So Russell says income video. Okay. So the question here, guys, is I want you guys to think in terms of whatever made you want to take that next step. Maybe take that and transfer that into your content. Because at the end of the day, and here's a perfect example. If you see someone that shared a video and you go, oh man, I want to go do that too, but then you're not willing to go kind of replicate that same sort of thing, it's hard to expect that people are going to want to join you if you're not willing to go do the thing that made you want to sign up in the first place? So just kind of food for thought there, guys. I hope that makes sense. So now, again, I'll just use myself an example, because someone said, hey, I saw one of your income videos, which is cool. Don't think that you have to replicate everything that I'm doing, because I've also been doing this longer than most of you guys here. But keep that in mind as you're working up towards that, okay? Keep that in mind as you're building up towards, as you're going through these stair steps and starting out by creating your content. Just remember in the back of your head what it was that got your attention, that made you want to go join, and try to replicate that, or try to reproduce that as best or as close to as you can, and keep working at that every single day and getting better at that. So that way, the same thing that got your attention is most likely going to be the same thing that gets somebody else's attention. All right. So just want to share that. Now, before I move into case study, I really, really, really like the case study part, because this to me is a great style that you guys can choose without having to, really worry about cloning, really worrying about verbiage, what to say, how to say, trying to, figure out that perfect thing to say in a video. But before I get there, Kirsty, anything to add from anything that we went over so far?
Yeah, I just kind of want to echo the income part, because I know a lot of people, maybe you guys have felt the same, or you've gotten into the Facebook group and you've said, yeah, well, but they have income and I don't. Well, I'm new and I don't have income. I don't have income. Wow. Stop saying you don't have income, because just as Daniel just said, it's about painting the picture. It's about giving an example of what they could be doing, because that's exactly what you're doing. Just because me or Daniel or whoever else has income in the background, or an income hand real fast or something, just because we reference that doesn't mean that that's what hooks a person. It's the pain, it's the dream that you're building with them within that piece of content, and it's connecting the two together. Just like Julianne just said, she was hooked from what I said based on I paid off debt. I paid off $120,000 in unsecured debt, meaning credit cards, stupid choices. And when I said that in a video, it related to someone. It spoke to them. That's what you're painting here. Can you use income? Can you use examples? Hey, how would $50 extra per day help you out? Wow, that's an additional, what, $1,500? That's a buildup, right? If that could help you out, drop me a comment. Oh my gosh, what if it was all from home around your schedule? All of that's true. In no way did you say, hi, I'm Scott Gordon. I just started last week and I make $1 million. No. And someone who reaches out to you and says, hey, I saw your video about $50 a day. If they're going to ask how much you're making, you can say, I make a great side hustle income. That could be defined as anything, because it depends your definition. It depends their definition. It depends their point of view, their perspective for what that means, right? So don't be scared to talk about income. I said this a few Tuesdays, or maybe it was Mindset Monday. If I had a $100 bill right now and I cut it up live, all of you were watching me, and I cut up the $100 bill. If that irks you, you're probably not ready to talk about income. Even if you have the income proof, if that makes you irritated, if you're not comfortable with that, don't do income proof type videos. That's why we have multiple styles. Okay. But once you're comfortable talking about money, talking about increase, helping others do the same, you're going to have and exude this different type of confidence, which is why a person like Julianne or Megan reached out to me. They saw the income proof, sure, but it was that I was comfortable talking about it, not because I said, okay, Megan, I'm going to guarantee you're going to make X amount of dollars, right? She had the pain. She had the dream. I simply had a piece of content that connected the two. Does that make sense, you guys? Put yes in the chat if so for me.
Boom. A lot of yeses coming in. So, hey, guys, another style. All right. We'll just call this case study style. This is one I like a lot because this one, in my humble opinion here, is the most sincere. Okay. It's the most sincere form of making content. Okay. So as you guys are going through, and this is where I feel, especially those of you guys that are new, maybe take note here. This is something that you guys, again, you might want to try. You got to figure out what style here is going to work best for you. And here's a good thing. You can always change your style. Just because you start doing text videos doesn't mean that you can't do talking videos. Or if you start with talking videos, doesn't mean that you can't do text videos. Or if you're talking about income, doesn't mean that you can. You guys can mix it up. You could do a week of each and see what one feels the best. Okay. But just, again, we're trying to kind of walk you guys through this process and help you guys identify what is a good starting point for you. What is a good area that you guys could latch onto and just kind of start to run. Okay. So the thing with texting videos, especially when you're starting out, let's say as an example, I'll just use this as an example. Okay. You're like, all right, I'm going to get started. I'm going to go do some texting videos. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go back to videos to clone. All right. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take one of Catherine's videos. Again, just an example. Okay. And I'm going to try to copy this video like word for word. Okay. So I see what she's doing here. Right. So, and I'm going to try to go clone this and copy this word for word. Right. And I'm going to try to get it down as good as she does. When you do that, you have to try to, you're following the blueprint that Catherine laid out for you, or whoever's, non-speaking video it is. You're following that blueprint and you're going to try to get it perfect, right? When you try to get things perfect, sometimes you can be less likely to, go do it because you're too scared or too worried about getting it just right. Okay. And when you're worried or scared about getting things just right, you can be hesitant. So you might not take as much action as you should be taking, or you might not take any action at all because I don't want to mess it up. Right. So that could be happening with text videos. That could be happening as you're talking, if you're watching some of the clonable talking videos that we have. Okay. Or you're trying to do your own income video and you're like, I heard Daniel say this one thing and I can't remember what that line was. And you know what? I'll just do it another time. Right. So those things are all possible. Now with the case study videos, here's what I mean by a case study. And the beautiful part is you can do this as you're new. You can do this if you're 6 months in. You can do this if you're a year in. You can do this if you're 2 months in. It doesn't matter when. You can always do a case study. And here's what I like about the case study is you're just coming across, as yourself. You're just going to be yourself. So it comes across as sincere. It's all about being yourself. Okay. Sharing your results. Okay. And being honest and being intentional. All right. So what does a case study look like? Okay. Case study would be something like this. Hey guys, what's up? Dan here. And again, you obviously want to try to follow the formula as well, right? So you can do something like, the side hustles really work. You know what? Here I am, man. I'm just getting started and I just signed up for this side hustle. And it only cost me $20 to start, man. I thought these things were super expensive and it was only $20 to start. And I just signed up. I see a bunch of people on my team making a ton of money. Some of them are making 5 figures a month. It's crazy. But I figured I'd give this thing a go. I'm only my 2nd day in. And I got to tell you, man, I'm loving it so far. Hey, you know what? If you want more information or think that this might be a thing for you, hit the link right there. And, who knows? Maybe we'll work together. Maybe we'll start making some money together. You could totally just be yourself. And I've seen so many people do that style of video and work extremely, extremely well because you could just kind of fly off the cuff, be yourself and let people just flat out let people know, hey, I just started this thing. You know what? I have no idea what I'm doing, but I figured I was going to give this a go because I'm sick and tired of being broke. I'm sick and tired of slaving away at my job. And I think I finally found something that actually works. And the beautiful part is, man, I can do it right from this thing every single day. And it only takes me about an hour. So, man, trust me, like if I can do this, you can do this too, right? You know, you could just be yourself and let everybody know, you know, without having to worry about cloning and copying and, you know, getting scripts just right. Obviously, you want to add your personality into it, but I find that the case study is a great way to really just be yourself and let everybody know exactly where you're at. No reservations, you know, literally just get out there and be yourself. Just say, hey, man, I just signed up for this thing. I saw a lot of people making a whole lot of money, and I'm just sick and tired of where I'm at. And I figured, hey, man, I see everyday people just like myself. If they're doing it, I'm going to go do this too. So here I am, day number 2. Can't wait to share my results. If this is something, if you're interested in making more money from home and doing this right from the comfort of your couch, like I am, go to the link above and maybe you'll see if this is a fit for you. Okay. So the case study, in my opinion, is something that you guys can use. It's really just about, okay. And this is really, you know, if we were to pinpoint this down, this is the case study in basically one line. You're documenting your journey. That's all it really is. So, you know, if you look at me saying like, oh, case study, and you're like, oh, what the heck's a case study? What's that even really mean? What are you really doing? You're basically just documenting your journey on camera. That's all it is. Okay. That's all it is. So does that make sense, guys? If you know, talking about case study, does that make sense? Okay. Just comment makes sense if that makes sense. And like I mentioned, the whole point here, guys, is just to look at some of these different avenues that we have, whether it be case study, whether it be, you know, income style videos, talking style videos, text style videos, text on screen with some music, whatever it is. It's about just knowing that there's plenty of different options. There's plenty of different pathways that you guys can go down. It's not a matter of trying to do all of it all at once. It's not a matter of trying to get everything just right, trying to get it perfect. It's just picking a style that you feel that you can identify with and starting that process. Okay. So guys, we'll hang out here for another few minutes, but any questions, guys, on these styles? So please be specific, you know, keep it within the training that we're talking about. Any questions on these styles? Or Kirsty, I don't know if you popped another document in here, this hooks example document there. Anything on that you want to add?
Just know that those hooks, we have taught it before as far as short form video training goes. And I keep pushing that document forward to multiple trainings like this or on other ones, because that hyperlink, when you click on it, still has applicable hooks that work. And it goes over everything that we've already talked about as far as building up the pain, building up the dream, having those two connect, you being able to be relatable, getting comfortable with your style, and doing a combo of everything we talked about, or having one lane specifically. Catherine's a great example, as we've already said, but the majority of her stuff she is not talking. And then when she does do her talking videos, that one video she did where she got 2 golds, 2 titanium sales, that was a talking video. And she was talking just like you just heard Daniel do. He's just shooting the breeze, like a case study. Hey, I just started this out and it's been so awesome. Hey, come on my journey. Let's see how it works for you too. It's only $20. Are you kidding me? Right? Go right here. See if it's for you just the same as me. Maybe I'll see you on the inside in a second. You know what I mean? It's so relatable for a person instead of feeling like you're barking and pitching at them. So those hook examples, that document will help you launch into something like that if you're not yet used to talking or you're not yet used to what text to put on the screen. Okay. That's all I got for that.
Awesome. Thank you. So, Jared, to answer your question, and this is a very common question that we get, you know, how long should the other videos be? And there's no definitive answer for this. The videos should be as long as you think they should be. And I'll give you 2 different examples. You know, you could do, if you're going to do a textile video, my recommendation would be short. So I think Jared's question really here is like, if you're going to do any of these other videos, how long should they be? So 2 examples. One, if you're going to do a talking style video, you could do a short and punchy talking style video. You could hit the hook buildup, value call to action. You could hit that all in less than 10 seconds. You could hit all of that in less than 10 seconds. It depends, but you got to keep in mind though, don't make it feel forced. If you're trying to that's why I think you need to be really, really careful about putting time limits on things. Because if you say, oh, I want to get this video under 10 seconds so I can make it short and sweet, because that's for whatever reason, just the number that you have in your head and you're trying to hit it. And if you're not used to those short, punchy, hook build up, present value, call to action, if you're not used to that flow, it's going to feel forced. So maybe take a breath. And if it's 15 seconds, fine. If it's 20 seconds, fine. The point is just go do it, get the content out there, and then get better the next time. Okay. But don't worry too much about keeping it too short. Okay. Short can be good, but also know for me, Russell commented 60 seconds or less. I will tell you that some of my best content, some of the content that I've had go crazy viral. I have a couple of videos on TikTok that have over 300,000 views. And you know what? Those videos were 2 minutes long. It was just me literally shooting from the hip, off the cuff, no script. I was just talking for 2 minutes straight. So don't put yourself into a cookie cutter box where you feel like you have to get, don't feel like you have to get into a certain time frame. Okay. If you want to make it a goal, that's fine, but don't feel like, let it be something that you worry about down the road as you're trying to get better and hone your craft and trying to, create shorter, sweeter, punchier videos. Okay. Just don't worry about time too much. Okay. Yeah. I agree, Sim. I would say that TikTok is favoring the longer videos more, at least from what I've seen. But that's me.
And understand too, sometimes like the example of, Daniel just said, some of my best stuff has been 2 minutes long. For a brand new person or even someone who's been in, say, a month, 2 months, that's uncomfortable. That's like, yo, I don't know what I'd talk about for 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. Even if I was just shooting off the cusp and you're just like, blah, 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 whatever you're saying, no script, nothing. You're just being you. It can be uncomfortable, but I can promise you, the more you do the content, whether it's 5 seconds and it's text on the screen, whether it is a 3-minute clip, whether you say something and you feel funny saying it because you feel like you repeated yourself. I do that all the time on my videos. Oh crap, I just forgot my call to action, whatever. The more you do it, the more it will feel natural. That's why Daniel and I, when we give an example of a short form video and we follow our formula, it's so easy for us. It's not scripted. We already have it in our head. I can do 20 different videos within like a 10 or 15-minute time frame without even thinking about it because I'm so used to it now. But that was compounded habits, which turned into skill sets. You're going to develop the skill sets to do everything that we talk about all the time, but you have to compound the business habit of doing it. And at first it might be uncomfortable. At first it might be confusing or you're not sure what to say or how to say it or whatever else. And then a couple months later, like, what was I worried about? I just created 10 in a matter of 20 minutes. What the heck? Because you compounded the habit. Make sense, you guys?
I'm also going to drop the link here in the chat so you guys can have access to that document that we went over tonight. Okay. Let me see. When you make a TikTok, do you have a... So no, Joseph, to answer your question, and guys, we'll do like another question or two, and then we're going to get wrapped up. We're going to coming up on the top of the hour here. There is a corporate call tonight, guys. I just want to remind you guys, there's a corporate call tonight. And Steve, our CEO from Savings Highway, does have a special announcement towards the end of that call. There's going to be some good, juicy little nuggets. So if you guys are up for another call tonight, you guys may want to check out the corporate call. So Joseph, to answer your question, and everybody here, so he's asking, when you make a TikTok, do you have to make another original for YouTube as well? No, what I do is just like in the Fast Start Guide training, I make one video. I record it directly on my phone. Okay. Once I do that, I put it into CapCut. And this is all in the Fast Start Guide. Okay. So everything that I'm sharing with you right now is all here in the Fast Start Guide. Okay. I record one video on my phone. I edit it in CapCut. And then from there, once I edit it and save it to my phone, I upload that same exact video to YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram, TikTok. One video, 4 social media channels. Okay. One video, 4 pieces of content. Okay. So don't have to worry about remaking the same video. So that's that. All right, guys. I don't see, those 4 again: YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram, TikTok. Those are the 4 majors, kind of like in sports, like the 4 major social media channels there. Bill, Kirsty, anything else before we wrap up here?
Yeah, just real quick on the corporate call, you guys, Steve's going to hop on. I would say closer to about, let's see, what time is it? About 9:20, 9:30 Eastern. And the beginning of the corporate calls, the majority of them are going to be about the opportunity, which you're already in the opportunity. So you don't have to go to those. It's just a repitch, so to speak, of SHG. So you can hop on it for sure. And when it's super important, like our CEO is talking about something specific tonight, it's an announcement. You guys will for sure know, hey, this is important, hop on. Otherwise, you can just stay in our funnel team lane. Don't feel like you have to hop on all the time and spend more time doing things like this, because you don't have to. It's just another resource if you find it applicable. Make sense? Awesome. Well, thank you guys for popping on tonight. We will have the replay up within the next hour. So feel free to go to teachabletuesdayreplays.com and see the replay if you need it. The document will be under the description underneath the video on that playlist. Make sense? Thank you guys for popping on tonight. We will see you inside the Facebook group here in just a moment. Please go to the featured post for our Teachable Tuesday post, that thread that we have, and comment what you learned tonight so we can collaborate with other people who may not have been able to come tonight. Okay. Comment what you learn on that post, and we'll see you guys in the group here in just a moment. Bye, guys.